What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. This episode was a hot mess. Hot mess. Lulu in Brooklyn. How childish. Like, how fucking childish. Like, really. Like, they just go out of their way to antagonize each other. Lulu sitting there or whatever, mad because she see Brooklyn, I guess, went shopping or whatever at Wyndham's, and she sitting there talking about, oh, I guess you must have charged all that to the ELQ account or used your trust fund. Must be nice. Lulu, shut the hell up and go to work somewhere. Why don't you just go make a living instead of worrying about what she, how she paid for her purchases? Why does that matter to you? Whether she used the trust fund, whether she used the ELQ account, why does that matter? Like, are you angry because she comes from a rich family or something and you come from a grifter of a father? Like, is that what you're mad about? Like, what are you upset about? Like, what? What's the issue? Like, I don't understand people. Like, when I see people in the street in real life that I don't like, I don't antagonize them. I don't even interact with them in any way, shape, or form. If I don't rock with somebody, I don't rock with you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to antagonize you. I'm not going to nothing. You just don't fucking exist to me. I don't know why Lulu just can't do the same thing. It's like, why? Grow up. So when she's sitting there with Maxie or whatever, Maxie leaves to go take care of that situation with Nina or whatever. And I'm going to talk about that, obviously, later. So when Maxie leaves, Lulu sits on her phone, going on social media. Oh, Brooklyn, let's see what you're up to since your music career is done. And to my knowledge, you don't have a job. What the hell is wrong with you? To your knowledge, she doesn't have a job. She works at ELQ. See, you don't know that because it's not your business to know that. Why do you need to know what she does with her spare time or her life? Obviously, you have too much time on your hands. And I don't see how Lulu has time on her hand. First of all, you have 2 children. You have 2 kids. You have a business. I'm assuming she still runs the Hornet Star. So you have a business. You have 2 children. And you're an investigative journalist. And you apparently have a new boyfriend. Why do you have all this time on your hand? Why? How? How do you have all this much time on your hands? Like, do you need a new hobby or something? Because I'm not understanding this foolishness. Why are you so worried about Brooklyn when you have a new boyfriend, you have 2 kids, a business, and a job? How the hell do you find time to stalk this girl's social media to find out what she's doing? She's at work where your ass needs to be. That's where she is. I mean, granted, she's not doing a great job at her work, but still, she's at work. Why don't you find some business? Why don't you go to the Hornet Star and count the books and count the register or something? Go do that. Go call Peter with his criminal ass and go get a story to do. Like, go pick up your kids from school or whatever. Make sure they ain't caught the corona. Like, go do that. Go climb on top of Dustin or whatever and go climb Mount Rushmore or something. Go find a hobby. Like, I don't understand people. Like, and she does the same shit that I've seen people in real life do. You know how you beefing with somebody or you don't really like somebody? And you sit there and tell your friends all the time, oh, I don't like that person. I don't this, that, and the third. She's doing exactly what I see other people do in real life, which is pick up their phone, go on social media scrolling, and go right to the profile of the person they claim they don't like. So if you don't like this person, why are you stalking her life? You don't like her. Why are you stalking her life? Why are you seeing what she's posting? Why do you care what she's posting on her Facebook, her Instagram, her Snapchat? Why do you care? Why do you care? You don't like her, so what do you care for? I'll be damned if I sit here and say I don't like a person. You think I'm really about to go on Facebook or wherever and type up their shit and go to their profile and stalk their life? I'm not doing all that because 1, I have a job. 2, I have better shit to do. I have a hobby. I have things to do. I have a life. And even if I didn't have a life, my shit still wouldn't revolve around a person that I don't like. Period. Like, I don't get Lulu. Like, grow the hell up. Like, seriously, I'm sorry for this rant, but damn, it needed to be said. Like, my goodness, how old are you? They act like 2 high school chicks on a cheerleading squad or something, vying over the same position. That's just how they act. Like, grow the hell up. My goodness. I ain't never seen nobody act like this. Like grown women acting like this. Like, are you serious? So, speaking of Brooklyn, I had hopes for Brooklyn. I'm not going to say I had high hopes because I didn't, but I had hopes that when she worked at ELQ, she would be more professional. She would be more focused. No, not at all. Ned called her when she was at the Metro Court like, yo, where the hell are you at? I'm having lunch. Get your ass back to the office. You ain't ask him if you can go to lunch. And technically, she was only working for 3 hours. Who gets a lunch break after 3 hours of work? She said, I sat at that desk for 3 hours. I decided to go take a lunch. Who the hell? First of all, I don't take a lunch after 3 hours when I'm at work. No. I take a lunch after 4 or 5 hours. Maybe. But it's like, come on now. You went to lunch after just working 3 hours? Left the desk all unattended? Like, Ned was in the middle of a meeting and phones are ringing off the hook and there's nobody there to answer the damn phone. You are an administrative assistant. Get your ass to the desk. Like, what is wrong with you? Brooklyn, grow up. Seriously. Just, I understand ELQ is not her passion. Singing is. But if you have a day job, do your damn job. This is what you're getting paid to do. Do your job. My goodness. So then he hands her some documents or whatever that are sensitive documents that need to be scanned and delivered by messenger, by courier, to the address that he needs it sent. And it's for her eyes only. Only she can look at it until it's sent to the people that he needs it sent to. He doesn't want, obviously, it's sensitive information. This broad goes on social media, does a live stream or whatever the hell she was doing, some video, probably doing a Facebook Live or whatever she was doing, goes up there to do a little, show off the office a little bit, her little reception area. She showed off her desk, talking about, oh, this is where all my important paperworks are, all my stuff. That, like, why would you show that? Mind you, the sensitive document that he gave her was sitting directly on that desk. So she's showing it on her live. Anybody can look at that and see what it says. Like, are you dumb? What the hell is wrong with this girl? Like, seriously. So now she's sitting at her desk. Ned yells out to her, did you send the document that I told you to send, the important document? Because the people that he was supposed to be sending that to didn't call him yet. She's talking about, sitting there lying, talking about, yeah, I did send it off as instructed. Lying. Now she just now putting it in an envelope to send it off. Brooklyn, you need to be fired effective immediately. I'm sorry, but no. I don't know why the hell Ned would even hire her. She was horrible at the Metro Court, and that was a hosting job. That was a hostess position. What made you think she was going to be a good assistant? Like, I understand he wanted to give her a second chance, but damn. Ugh. Yeah, you would have been fired the first 15 minutes of you being here. I'm sorry, but you would have had to go. Because you ain't about to mess up my company. Like, you would have to be out. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Just get the hell out. Just bye. Like, what the hell is wrong with her? And now Lulu's sitting up there looking at it or whatever. And Lulu, she like a dog with a bone. So now she trying to make it go viral. Lulu is so petty and just so... I'm done. I'm done talking about them because they just give me a migraine at this point. So anyway, moving on from that. Sasha. Listen. I like Sasha. I do. I like her. But what the hell, what is wrong with some of these women on the show? What is wrong? Not even just the women, but today it was just like dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision. What the hell is wrong with y'all? First you got Brooklyn and Lulu, then you got Jordan. Oh God, Jordan. Then you got, now you got Sasha. Have all these people taken leave of their senses? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Sasha came up with this dumbass idea, and yes, I said dumb, because it was just dumb, for Willow to marry Michael. I am so happy that Chase and Michael shut that down. I think a part of Willow was contemplating it, though. I do want to say that. Even though Willow acted like she was a little against it, I feel like she contemplated it. But I'm glad Michael and them shut that down. They shut it down, please. Because who in the hell gonna believe Michael and Willow are so in love all of a sudden that they get married? Who's gonna believe that? Even Michael said it. He was like, everybody is public knowledge that Chase and Willow are dating. It's public knowledge that Sasha and Michael are dating and that Sasha's living at the mansion. That's all public. Everybody in town know. So if he were to just, like, who in their right mind is going to believe all this? So out the blue, Michael decided to marry Willow when he's supposed to be with Sasha. Who's going to believe that nonsense? And even Michael said it. Like, who's going to believe it? I wouldn't believe that. Like, come on now. I really don't know, honestly. I really don't. Like, this whole plan was just stupid. Like, Chase was about to blow a gasket. Sasha sitting there talking about, oh, it's going to work. The plan is going to work. How? Like, I don't understand why Sasha thought that this plan was really going to work. Like, how? Any judge in their right mind is going to see through this. Nell is going to see through this. Any crack in the foundation, Nell is going to go right back to court and be a factor. So this plan was not going to work. How long were Michael and Willow supposed to stay married for this to work? Forever? Like, it's not going to work. This could take months. It could take years. No. This whole plan was just bonkers. Like, I don't blame Chase at all for being upset at the suggestion of this stupid plan, because I just felt like it was stupid. Like, it's just dumb. Like, no. So anyway, moving on from that. So Maxie, was telling Lulu basically how sometimes she wants Nina's job. So Lulu basically told Maxie, go talk to Nina. And Maxie was like, nah, I'll go talk to her tomorrow. I do agree with Lulu when Lulu basically told her, no, you're not going to wait till tomorrow to talk to her. Do it today, right now. And I'm glad she pushed her to do it and just told her, like, you're telling me all this, but you should be telling Nina. And I'm glad she went to Nina and told her. Like, stood up for herself and just let her know, like, I've been the backbone of this damn magazine. I've been running this magazine. I'm glad Nina realized it. Like, and she acknowledged the fact that Maxie taught her the magazine business. Like, she taught her how to run Crimson and stuff like that. Because Nina didn't know jack squat about the company. She didn't know nothing about running no business, let alone a magazine, fashion magazine. Maxie taught her that. So I'm glad that she acknowledged it and gave Maxie her credit and her props, because Maxie has been underutilized. She's been taken for granted there. And basically Maxie was like, okay, so I'm doing all these jobs with no new title, with no new money, no raise, like the same pay. I'm doing all these different jobs, but I'm only getting one pay for it. I agree, because that speaks volumes about everything. Like, it speaks volumes. It really does. So I do agree. And I'm glad, Nina realized it. Nina basically told her, you know what, we're going to sit down. We're going to figure this out. Like, what new title to give you, new raise. Like, she's going to try to, do everything in her power to get her a raise and stuff like that. But when Nina went, talked to Jax about it, Jax agreed that, that Maxie, has been doing a good job at Crimson and stuff like that. So when Nina told him, basically, she wants to give Maxie a promotion and a raise, and showed him the number, the salary that she wants to give Maxie, Jax wasn't on board with it. Jax was not on board with that new raise. I think he's okay with the promotion, but I don't think he's okay with the raise. Probably because of money, who knows? But I'm interested in finding out what Jax's response is going to be to it. Like, why he doesn't want to give the raise to Maxie. Because Maxie deserves it, because she's currently the creative director and yet she does not have an office. She has to share a space with Nina's assistant. Like, a creative director should have an office. I'm just saying, like, you should definitely have an office. There is just no question. You should have a damn office. There's no question about that. I just think it's ridiculous that it's come to all of this. But I feel like if Jax does not approve the raise, I feel like Maxie's going to be working elsewhere at this point if Jax doesn't approve it. And I don't think they really want to lose Maxie at this point, because Maxie has been the heartbeat of Crimson for years, since Kate Howard first started the damn thing. Maxie, has been the lifeblood behind Crimson. So if they don't give her the promotion and the raise, I wouldn't blame Maxie if she bounced. I don't blame her at all. So anyway, moving on from that. Jordan found TJ's phone, but of course she didn't find TJ. And Harmony told her, she was like, you really thought that Cyrus was going to let you find TJ that easily, that fast, that quick? It's not going to happen. So basically, Cyrus has a shipment coming in and he wants Jordan to back her people off, like send them somewhere else so that way his shipment can come through uninterrupted if she wants TJ back. And Jordan sitting there telling Harmony, oh, let's team up, and then when we find a weakness or we find our chance, our opportunity, we take it. Harmony was like, hell no, because Harmony is not about to risk Willow's life for nothing. Because this plan might not even work, and if it don't work, Willow is as good as dead if Harmony doesn't do what Cyrus say. So she's not about to risk her daughter's life. And what I find so funny is that Jordan is so eager and willing to, join forces with Harmony of all people, but you didn't want to join forces with Sonny and Jason, who actually could help you. They have the resources to actually help you. You have the resources to help them too. Like, you should just combine resources like Curtis been telling her. But she don't want to listen. You want to go at this alone and get yourself deeper into trouble, because that's pretty much what's going to happen. So, when Curtis came to see her, he was honest, because he had a little sit down with Portia. Because obviously, like I said yesterday, Curtis is not stupid. He did the math. He put 2 and 2 together and figured that there's a good possibility that Trina's his daughter. So he wanted to talk to Portia about it. So Portia basically figured that that's what he wanted to talk to her about. And she told him, she was like, I'm pretty sure you did the math and you think Trina's yours, but she's not your daughter. So he was a little relieved by it. Not that Trina's a bad person, because he knows Trina's a great girl. He would be honored and lucky to have her as a daughter. But he, right now having a kid, throwing a teenager into his thing with Jordan, like when they got so much going on, it wouldn't be the best situation right now. That's why he was a little relieved by it. But for me, I don't trust Portia. Just because she tells you that's not your daughter, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I would insist on a DNA test. But Portia being a doctor, she could easily rig the test if she wanted to. So for me, I would just have to secretly have that test done. I don't know why Curtis is trusting her, what she's saying at face value, taking what she's saying and, at face value. I wouldn't do it. I would want DNA confirmation that this is not my child. I just can't take somebody's word for that. I cannot. So, of course, when Trina shows up, she's upset because her mother is basically sharing coffee, what she perceives as the enemy. I love me some Trina, but she was so out of line with that. Talking to her mother like that, getting loud in a restaurant and all that, acting all uncouth. Like, come on now, don't be doing all that. I'm like, Trina, you need to calm down. I'm glad her mother let her know. Like, you're angry at this man for something that your father wanted him to do. Like, the only thing Taggart wanted was for Trina to live and survive. And Curtis did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you punishing him is so ridiculous. I guess, this is just the grief and the anger that she's taking out on Curtis because she can't take it out on anybody else. or Taggart for that matter. So she's taking that out on him. But, you know, because she's just angry at the world right now. But she claims that, oh, I'm only angry at him. No, you're angry at a lot of things. It ain't just him. But your anger is very misplaced, and you need to check it. So anyway, when she was at Sonny's, you know, doing homework or studying with Jocelyn and them, her and Cameron could not concentrate at all. Like, they were giving these little BS answers, and Jocelyn knew something was wrong. She was like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Obviously that kiss made them feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. So, of course, Trina just had to get up out of there. So Jax came over to talk to Jocelyn about moving to Australia for a few months or whatever. But, of course, you know, Jocelyn's not down with that. She wants to stay in town and all that. So, you know, Jax is not going to force her to do it, but, you know, he's trying to take preemptive measures to protect her. And he feels like getting her out of town, you know, out of the country right now would be the smart thing, which I agree, because you never know what Cyrus may do next. So, you know, Curtis basically told Jordan that he went to go see Portia. He was like, you know, him and Portia had a thing 17 years ago. He didn't know at the time that they were sleeping together that she was married. And when he found out, he just didn't handle it well, and he broke things off with her. So basically he told her how, you know, Portia confirmed that Trina was not his daughter or whatever. And, you know, he felt the need to come to her and be honest with her about it. He wanted to come to her immediately and be honest, because he didn't want to hide nothing from her, because that's part of the promise that they made to each other, that they weren't going to keep secrets. And Jordan ass is sitting there keeping the ultimate secret from him. The fact that your son was kidnapped, you're going at this alone. Cyrus is using TJ as leverage against you, so that way you could do his bidding and make sure his shipments go through. And you don't feel the need to tell your husband all of this? Like, I can't wait for the truth to come out, because when it does, Curtis, I would not blame him if he moved out. I wouldn't blame him if he was ready to file for divorce. Because what I've been seeing from Curtis these past few months is that he's been trying to be romantic with his wife. He's been trying to get her to come out to dinner. He's been trying to get her to open up to him. She just refuses to do any of those things. I mean, how much do you think that man gonna take from you? Like, this is not a marriage. This is not how marriage is. And I don't blame Curtis if he just bails on the whole damn thing. I wouldn't blame him. I mean, who wants to be in a marriage where there's no romance? Every time you initiate some romance, it gets rebuffed. You know, you tell her, come on, I'm going to take you to a nice romantic dinner. She's sitting there, no, I got things to do. Like, come on. How many times you think you're going to put up with that shit? You better do what you won't do, somebody else will. So you better get on your wifely duties. I'm just saying, I understand you have a busy career and whatnot, but you're keeping secrets from your husband on top of not having no romance. So that's a double whammy right there for divorce. Get on your job, Jordan, because what you don't do, somebody else will step up and do. You better do your part. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.